Hi, parents. It's me, Mrs. Nannety. It is November, and I have some November announcements for us and just some reminders of things that are coming up and things that you need to know. So I will try to keep it as short as possible, but I have a lot of things to discuss. So I do hope that you are able to watch this video thoroughly, even if you do it on 1.5 times speed. First of all, really quickly, we do need snacks. We're out of snacks in the classroom. Things that go really well are like chip alternatives. So the kids love veggie straws. They love the Cheez-It Snapped. They're kind of like chips, but not exactly chips. The baked, any like of the baked chips. We've had baked Cheetos, and the kids really enjoy those. Apples are always an option because I can keep those in the room and they keep well. Um, Cheese crackers. The kids have been asking for like Ritz cheese crackers. We have a bunch of the peanut butter cracker packets, but we are out of the cheese cracker packets. Um, let's see. Parents, you do, I mean, you do a pretty good job of keeping us stocked up on good things that the kids really enjoy. So I'm just letting you know that it is that time. So while you're doing your weekend shopping, if you could grab us a 20 pack or more of something that we could stock up the classroom with, that would be awesome. The second thing that I would like to mention is conferences are coming up. So next week is conferences. They are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I did send home conference times with your students yesterday on Thursday. So you should have received that. I had a couple of parents who did not respond to what conference time would be best. So I just assigned you one. And if that does not work for you, please message me and let me know. I do have some spots still available, but some of my days are very, very jam-packed with conferences, and I am excited. On that note, third graders do need to attend their parent-teacher conference. I believe that we have decided as a staff that, if possible, students in other grades younger than third grade need to be left at home or with a sitter, if and when that's possible. Because the conferences really are just for parents. But in third grade, we do more of a student-led conference where your student is going to help to kind of analyze their classroom performance, and we'll talk through some things together. So conferences, bring your student, and you have your times available. Third, uniforms. So we did switch vendors. We're with a new uniform vendor, and uniforms can be purchased year round. So if you are in need of a uniform order form, please let me know. We have extras, and I can send one home with your student. We send those orders in every Friday. We will need the money up front. So if you send an order form back, we need a check or cash in an envelope with that. And I will get that to Ms. Davila, and she will put those orders in on Friday. Updates on back ordered uniforms. You don't have anything. As a parent of a student in this school, I'm having difficulty with back ordered uniforms still. I had ordered some at the beginning of the year from the old vendor that still are not here. So I am just as frustrated as you if you are in that boat. But our school is a dress code school. You all know that. You all signed that in the parent covenant. And we expect students to be in uniform. So the St. Paul's logo on their shirts. Our shirts are not crazy expensive. I believe they're $15 each. And I would suggest, just as a parent, not as a teacher, but as a parent, and I have a pre-K, I'd suggest buying 5 shirts just so you have one for every day of the week and you don't have to worry about the laundry. I mean, I do laundry in the middle of the week, but if the shirt doesn't get thrown in the laundry, I don't have to worry so much about it. Our colors are green, black, gray, or white, but none of that matters because you need to buy them through us and they should have the St. Paul's logo on them. Boys are in gray pants or gray shorts. We have been very gracious, and admin has been totally open to not cat and jack option pants. We just want business straight leg gray pants. We chose cat and jack because they were accessible. They were at Target. They were really affordable. We do know that Cat and Jack is often out of stock, I guess, because everybody loves them. They're affordable and great quality. Um, but there are other alternatives. If you need suggestions for other alternatives, please ask me, ask the parents group, ask Mrs. Shiloh. There are alternatives, but we need gray pants or shorts. Girls have a few more options. We've got the gray pants or pants or shorts. There is the green skirt, I believe. Maybe it's a skirt. We have the plaid and the jumper, and there's so many great options, but those are the options. So please try to make sure that your student is in uniform every day. Along with that, it is getting cold outside. So if you have a girl and she's wearing a skirt, it would be highly suggested that they wear leggings or tights under their skirt. And if you have a boy or a girl, a jacket or a coat. They absolutely may wear their jacket in the classroom if they're chilly, but I don't allow big puff coats in the classroom. They can bring them to school for recess, but no big coats in the classroom. They're just distracting. Jackets and coats do not have to be ordered through St. Paul. They do not have to be the logoed jacket or fleece. Those are great and we love them and they're really nice looking. They present well. But if you don't have one, if you're not interested in buying one, that's absolutely fine. Just send them with a jacket, any old jacket. Will do. We are happy if they are warm. Because we follow DHS protocol, which says it gives us the limit of when we can go outside, and kids need to be outside and running around and acting crazy so that they can be still and calm in the classroom. So if it is above freezing in the wind chill, so we do look at wind chill, but if the wind chill is above freezing, we go outside. We will go outside. If it's not raining, if it's dry out and the weather is above freezing, we go outside. So it can be very cold and we go outside. You've seen our space. You've been in the gym when we've had a bunch of students down there. It gets really crazy and we cannot have all 5 classes in the gym. So that means that on days that we do have indoor recess, we only have 3 classes in the gym able to run around, play with balls, and be crazy. 2 other classes are sequestered to other areas of the school, which don't give us as much opportunity for run around and crazy, all that crazy good recess energy. So we do go outside as much as possible. So jacket, leggings, please. Okay, homework and grades. So homework goes home most nights, and I just want to express to you how I'm grading that, how I'm looking at that, how to order it in importance depending on how much time you have, and just kind of the whole homework protocol. I did send a message earlier, but I just want to be very clear that this is your student's homework. It is not your homework. So you are not expected to know the answers or even really to help your student if they don't know the answer. You can absolutely, and I have had several parents reach out to me if your student doesn't know the answer and needs some guidance. I am happy, I'm available to answer questions. Send me a group me. And I will try my best to explain. And if I can't explain, I'll just be like, forget it. We'll go over it in class tomorrow. But it is not your job. You are not expected to know how to do this work. Because even if you do know how to do it, a lot of the ways that we are doing things will seem foreign and different to you. So you probably do know your multiplication problems. Absolutely you do. You're an adult. But we're getting work home and you're like, I don't know what in the world this is. This isn't multiplication like I learned it. And that's fine, Mom, because you're not in 3rd grade in 2021. But we have gone over it in class. I don't ever send anything home that we haven't gone over. So your student should know it. First of all, I want to tell you that your student should know it. And if they don't, please feel free to reach out or just leave it and have them come in the next day and tell me they don't know it. All homework sent over the week is due on Friday. So if it doesn't get done, if I send it home on Monday, and I don't know how to do it, and we come in on Tuesday and I explain it a little better and they go home and they do it on Tuesday, that's totally fine. As long as all of the weekly homework gets turned in on Friday, that's when I pull all of the homework out of the homework bin. There is a difference between the kids' reading homework, so those worksheets that they get home that has like the numbers at the top of them, and math homework. So math homework is and always will be optional. Um, I say that, but what I mean is that math book that says like homework and extra practice. If I ever send that home, that is optional. The reason that I sent that home as homework is specifically for your student to practice things that will ultimately be on the test. So things that they need to know that we have done in class. I send the book home so that they can see it and try to work it out by themselves, because eventually that's what they're going to be asked to do on the test. And as you have seen, our students have had significant difficulty this year with testing. So that's me trying to give them a leg up. So if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. Okay. It really is that extra practice to help them. I do not grade it. I really sometimes don't even look at it. Sometimes we go over it in the morning, sometimes we don't. It really is just for them. The reading homework, on the other hand, I do grade and I do look at. So the reading homework does need to be done by Friday. So all of those worksheets, the workbook pages that go home, like 10.1 or 8.2 or whatever it says at the top, those do need to be completed. And they are usually, language-based worksheets, or there's our spelling worksheets or filling in the blanks. They are usually not that difficult, in my humble opinion. So I don't think it should be a stretch to be able to get them done. Also, like I said, students should never be spending more than 20 minutes on any one piece of homework. So if they've got the math book and they get, so far in 20 minutes, let them stop. And then they can start their reading homework. And if they don't finish in 20 minutes, let them stop. They can do it the next day, because I don't want them to burn out. Also reading, students should just be reading, like reading books. So I'm going to start sending home a reading log next week, and the students will be working towards a prize if we can get 5,000 minutes read of like fun reading or whatever kind of reading they do at home. But that is your student reading, and they can log up to 30 minutes a night of reading, but they don't need to read 30 minutes a night, but they can log up to 30 minutes. So if they read an hour, they can log up to 30 of them. If they read 10 minutes, they can log 10 minutes, and we'll be adding the classroom minutes together. And then we're trying to get to 5,000 minutes to get our prize. All this being said, I know that some things come first and come before homework, and that's total. I appreciate that, and that's why I'm trying to explain it to you in a way that maybe takes some of the pressure off. Because if you have church on Wednesdays and you just don't have any time for homework on Wednesday, that's great. Do it Thursday. If it's just math, don't do it at all. So I know there are things that take priority over homework, and one of those things is bedtime. Our students, your students, need sleep. All students, all kids, they need sleep in order to function, in a class. If you are getting told by your student they had a rough day, if I am having to contact you and tell you that your student is having a rough day, just consider bedtime. Consider if that routine is set, if it's good, if maybe we need to tweak it, if they're going to bed at a decent time, because that will really help things if they get to bed. So bedtime takes priority over homework. I'm going to say it. Oh man, Miss Nannety, crazy. Bedtime takes priority over homework. So if you were out all night doing something, fun, crazy, you were hanging out with cousins and you get back, and it's 8:30 and you've got, 3 pages of homework, I want you to not do that. I want them to do their bedtime routine, brush those teeth, take that bath, or whatever you do, so that they can get in bed at a decent time, please. It would help me, it would help them, and it's just good practice. So I think that's about all I have. If you have questions about anything that I've said or about how I grade, feel free to message me directly or bring it up at conferences. I will be here next week for your conferences, and I look forward to seeing all of you next week and talking about your awesome kids. Okay, I will see you later.